Hello there everyone, welcome to a new video. It is me, Desiree, and I join you here barefaced because we are doing a collab video with Kitty Cat Beauty. This was her idea and it sounded like so much fun until she told me what she wanted me to do and I was like, world's biggest undertaking or something. So we are picking each other's makeup looks. So I picked for her someone who I really love on Instagram. Of course I cannot remember their name right now, but she does a lot of really editorial, almost avant-garde style of makeup, and it's so awesome. Nothing I'd be brave enough to try myself or to wear out of the house anyway. And I picked something for her from this person's Instagram. Of course, I will link the Instagram account below that I was inspired by. I love the look. It's a really heavy blush, and I can't wait to see how she does it. But for me, she picked the Scott Barnes Tati video makeup. You know what I'm talking about. It came out about a year ago or so, and a lot of other people did like try to recreate it right away after that video came out. And I've seen it kind of pop up here and there as well, like recently. It's a lot. It's a lot of makeup. It's a lot of steps. It's a lot of stuff. It's over the top for me. Definitely not my style, but it's going to be interesting to try it out. So I watched the video 1,000 times. I mean, over and over and over and over. I think I have the gist of how it is going to go. I have the steps written down so I don't forget. And I don't know, we're just going to try it out together. I am going to try to actually make this work, not just do the steps and then like it sucks, because I don't have the skill set to do this kind of makeup. I can't make my hands move the brushes like that. So I'm going to do my absolute best. If it looks like trash, please don't laugh, but it's fine. We're learning. It's fun. It's just makeup, right? Definitely go check out Kat's video. I will link it down below. I cannot wait to see how it turns out. This collaboration has been something we planned it like a month ago, it seems, but it's finally happening. So yes, let's get started. So the first thing that he specifically says is that he doesn't use primer at all. I did spray some primer water on my face, the Smashbox one, not for any priming ability, but I feel like I needed some moisture on my face just to help stuff blend out a little bit. So I did spray that on about, I don't know, 5 minutes ago or so. So the first thing that he does is a crap load of concealer. Oh my god. My biggest fear is concealer like this. I cannot do it. I think it looks gross. I hate it. But we're doing it today. So I picked out 3, and we'll see which one I end up going with. I got Wet n Wild Photo Focus, number 7, Lift Illuminate, and then the Neutrogena Radiant Cream Concealer. I think it's going to be... Oh, all of these are really good, though. Especially because it's all the way out here. It's down here. Like, it's just too much. Let's go with... Well, let's go with number 7. Okay, this is the number 7 Lift Illuminate Serum Concealer in the shade Light. I love this concealer so much. Ugh, like I already don't want to put this. Oh my god, this feels wrong. I already don't want to do this. This is too much. Alright, well, it's going like all out here and... Oh boy. Okay. Alright, the concealer. He did some up here like this. I always put concealer on my forehead anyway because I have a lot of discoloration up here. But so you know what? I think I'm gonna put it all right here actually. There's some on the chin, and then alright, I don't know. We're just gonna go with that. And he blends it out with a flat foundation brush. The only flat foundation brushes I have are ones that came in a set of brushes, and they all suck. I know the one that he was using was really nice quality, and I'm sure worked for what he was doing, but the ones I have feel like plastic. Like, they feel like made of fishing line or something. Like, they're that weird plastic. They just don't feel right. So I pulled out the Fenty Beauty highlight brush. I hate this brush, actually, for highlighter. I think it's awful. But I thought it might work for this kind of step, so... We'll see. Maybe it won't turn out as, like, awful. Because this brush has a nice point that, like, gets perfect right here. I know why they marketed it as a highlight brush, but I feel like it's perfect for what's happening right now. Does this look nice? Hold on. Is this blending out nicely? Okay. Well, we're doing it. We're doing it. Kinda. I'm not a big fan of using a brush to do these kind of steps. I just feel like it takes too long. But also in that video, he did say, you know, take your time and stuff. So if this is a 30-minute video, you know why? Because I'm taking forever to blend. And one of the things that was really hilarious in that video is this part of the face was stark white. I mean, white as a ghost. And then there were these brown streaks all over her face, but it all came together in the end. It looked really, really nice. He does put concealer literally up to the lash line. I just can't handle it that close to the lash line. I'm surprised I'm even putting it out here with all the lines and stuff, but okay, let's just blend this out. This brush is a little bit pokey. I've decluttered this brush 1,000 times, but with brushes and stuff, sometimes the things I declutter end up just sitting in a box because I don't know what to do with them. I'll either put them on Poshmark, sometimes I give them to my coworkers if it's just something that's not worth selling. I kind of offer them out, but sometimes they just kind of sit, and that's where this brush has, just sitting in purgatory. Is that enough? I feel like... Let's see. Let me check this out. I don't know if that's blended enough. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look awful right now, but stuff like this just does not wear well under the eyes, especially right here. Like when I smile, I get these little crinkles, and everything settles into there and looks really bad. So I try my best to avoid it. Oh God, okay. You know what, right now it doesn't look bad. The next step though is the one I am most afraid of. So the next step from what I have here is contour. He uses a bunch of cream contour. He calls it contour, and it is a warm shade, so it's definitely more like a bronzery kind of shade, but do whatever you want. Contour with whatever shade you want. Everyone always says it's supposed to be like a cool tone, ashy gray shade. I'm never going to put that shade on my face, so I'm going to call it contour, but it's going to be obviously a bronzer. I'm using the Tarte Breezy Cream Bronzer. I have this one too from Fenty, the Fenty Cream Bronzer. This is a shade called Macchiato. This is the world's most okayest bronzer. It's nothing to write home about. And I was going to use it, but it fades so fast on me. I was going to use that today, and at the last minute I pulled out Tarte. I just love this bronzer a lot. So what he did is he drew the lines all over the face and then blended it afterwards. And I thought, oh my God, okay. So the brushes I pulled out for that were this, because he used literally like a paintbrush style brush to do stuff under here. He also did makeup all over the neck and chest and her hands. I don't think I'm going to go that far. We'll see how it looks like if I need to put some here, but for now, we're just going to go for it, because, oh God, this is like the scariest thing I've ever done. Oh my God, I'm like, okay. This is the most bronzer I've ever put on in my life. But this bronzer blends so easily. I really, 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 really like this. He also put it around her lips, so we're gonna do it just like he did. I'm gonna try not to put as much though, because she was definitely like 3 or 4 shades darker by the end of the video. Looked really, really nice, but I don't really need to be that dark. Okay, and then for the nose, he definitely did some on the nose. I'm gonna use this little Eco Tools brush and just, oh my God, do my best here. This is either the most fun thing I've ever done or the most messed up, ridiculous thing I've ever done. I don't know what is happening. This is not right. Okay. All right, now the lips. So a couple of things he does in the video. Let me stop talking for a second. He does false lashes, which I'm not going to do. And he does, I don't know if he does lipstick or not, but he does a lip gloss, which I will do. But I'm not going to do, this can't be right. I'm not going to do false lashes because 1, I don't own any. And 2, Actually, I do have a pair sitting right here. I got these in a subscription. I look ridiculous. Oh my god. I got these in a subscription box. Not a subscription box, an advent calendar. Never gonna use them. I tried to use a pair once and I couldn't even figure out like which way was the right way to put them on. Those are just not for me. I feel like I need a little bit more. Where did I put that brush just now? Hold on. Okay, found it. Oh my god. And this wasn't blended out with any specific thing, so I'm just gonna use the brush I have. Oh my god. And then he used a light foundation to like blend out this with, which I did pull out a foundation. But I'm gonna blend out this first. I really love this bronzer so much. It's so easy to work with. Blends really quickly. This is like way too much though. But you know what? We're just gonna do it. Definitely gonna need some of that foundation over here. And this brush I'm using is a Wet n Wild, I don't know, this kind of brush. It came in one of their holiday sets. I don't know what is going on with this nose. I did get another brush, this Eco Tools one. I used to use this for something like this a while back. Don't do it very often anymore. Now for bronzer on the nose, I just kind of like plop it like this with either the brush or the sponge. I think I'm gonna get some, I don't know, concealer or something and put it here in the middle to kind of make it look less messed up. Okay. Okay, we gotta do something about these lips. Let's blend out these lips real quick. The only one that I saw do this, and it seemed the most relatable, and by someone who like didn't seem like she had the skill set that he did, and she seemed like a normal person just trying to do this ridiculous kind of makeup style. Not that it's a ridiculous style, it's just, it's not everyday friendly, right? Okay. And it was Laura Lee, believe it or not. Someone who I don't even like very much. But I did watch a lot of other people's videos because I needed to see how people were following it. And hers seemed the most relatable. Like she was like, oh my god, what am I doing? Had to watch most of it on mute though. Her personality for me is a little much sometimes. Alright, let's get the... Oh god, let's get that light foundation. The one I got out was the number 7 Protect and Perfect. Nope, yeah, Protect and Perfect all in one. I'm just gonna get a little bit to help like kind of, I guess, mush it around a little bit. Alright, let's put this here. And I'm gonna do this with that same Fenty brush. Like under here, I guess? I don't like what I do with those lips, though. I think I put too much. Maybe it'll come together in the end. Most of the messes I make, they tend to come together in the end. And then he blended for a really long time. Like, they sped this part up, too. I look very tan. Very tan right now. I feel like I may have blended a little too much here. Like, blended it away. Okay. I'm going to do a little bit more blending just here on the forehead. I'm going to put a little bit of the foundation. I do feel like I need something on the neck. But I think I'm going to do powder bronzer there. Instead of the cream. I don't know, I'm just kind of afraid it's going to get all over my clothes. There is a powder bronzer step here, so maybe I'll take the bronzer down the neck. But this looks very tan. Very, very tan. Let's do a little bit of foundation on the forehead. Okay. Okay, I'll seal that up later. This brush is actually not too bad. I like it way better for this than for highlighter. Ooh, a little messy. Looks a little messy. Lips, I'm not a fan of the lips. What happened there, but... Or this nose, I forgot to fix it. Let me take just some concealer here and see. It just looks like a bronze nose. It doesn't look like a contoured, but I don't know how to do that anyway. Telling ya, I just don't have that skill set to do something like that. Okay. I forgot to put concealer in the inner corner when I was doing it all over my face, so I'm going to do that really quickly. Okay, and then he got like another brush, like it looked like a duo fiber brush. It's not this big. I don't have a brush like that, but it was a foundation brush. I think it was his brush, and he was just blending it like all over the face to mush everything together. So that's what we're gonna do. I think once I put some bronzer on my neck, it might look a little less like two pieces. I feel like it just looks not really good around my mouth, but I don't know. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to. I look very dewy because I put on all these dewy products, but I think that looks pretty blended, I think. Okay. The next step is powder. So I pulled out a couple of powders. I got the Nude by Nature translucent loose finishing powder. I got this in advent calendar. I brought out this one because I felt like I was going to be super glossy the way I look now, and I might want to tone it down a little bit. I also brought out an hourglass powder in a palette, and also the Charlotte Tilbury world's tiniest sample here. But this has been working nicely for me as under eye setting powder. I don't know if I want powder under the eyes, but I do want a little bit of powder on the face. So I think I'm going to use the Nude by Nature one. If it ends up putting me too matte, I think I'll use... if I go too matte, I think I will use some hourglass, but for now, we're just going to use this Nude by Nature one. And he used a really nice looking powder brush. Something really like fluffy and soft, so I'm using this one. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill 06. This is a nice fill-in brush. Haven't known what to use it for until literally this moment. I was like, you know what, that looks like a brush he had used for powder. Really light application. I bought this because it was on sale. Like a bunch of the Jaclyn Hill brushes went on sale on Ulta. And this one was like, it was on sale. But the packaging was over the top. Like it comes in this huge, tall plastic thing. Like really unnecessary. All right, I think that toned it down a little bit. Okay, there's that. I like this powder a lot. I don't know where to buy it though, so I don't use it all the time, but it's really, really, really nice. Next one was a highlighter with a fan brush. So he had a big old giant fan brush. I have this one here from Eco Tools, and I forgot a highlighter. But you know what? We're gonna use the one from the Hourglass palette. It's the shade here called Euphoric Strobe Light. He had like a highlighter palette, and he kind of like mushed them all together. I'm just going to use the one I have here because it's what I got. It's what I have here. I can't really see if this is getting on the brush or not. Is it? He did put some under the brow bone, so we're just going to, I don't know, dust it like that. I don't even know if I needed highlighter. I was so glossy already. Okay. Ooh, that's really pretty. And the way it looked on her, the colors he was using from that palette looked a lot more intense. But the way it looked on the video, it looked really natural. This does not look right. This nose does not look right. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. I don't know. Let me try a little bit on the sides. I know he like pushed it up like this. That's what we're working with. Just gonna have to work. Not gonna do a ton more because it'll kind of like mess with what I already did. What did I do that for? Okay, the next step, I think that highlighter looks really nice. Was cream blush, and I pulled out two blushes, two of the Fenty cream blushes. Just like the bronzer, these fade so fast. Within about 2 hours, these are completely gone from my face. Do I want to use this one or this one though? I'm not really concerned with lasting power at the moment. Let's go with this one. This is a shade called Cool Berry. And let's do, of course I forgot to get a brush for this step as well. You know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to use the same foundation brush that I was using, the Fenty one. This is a really pretty shade. He went really easy with the blush, which is very hard for me to do. So I'm trying to be delicate. That's why I kind of pulled out the foundation brush too, because I thought it would kind of help it mesh with the skin a little more and not look like my normal blush technique is like where you would normally put bronzer or contour. That's usually where I put blush at. This, I think I did a little too much on this side. I wanted it more like lighter, a little more delicate, I guess. These blend really well though. Blend really well, and they go over powdered face. A powdered face super nicely without looking blotchy or anything like that. They're really nice. Just the lasting power is, for me, pretty poor. I'm gonna do a little bit more on this side to match that other side. Okay, that's good. Next step, I think, was powder bronzer. I don't really know if I need more bronzer on my face. I am just gonna do some on my neck, because I definitely want to match my face. So I'm going to do it on my neck. He did do a ton of makeup on her chest and her hands as well. And every video I've seen, people are doing the same thing. They're also wearing the same kind of shirt. How did they all just have that same shirt, or did they go out to buy it? I don't know. I don't have a shirt like that. Just going to do my best here with this. These lips still are like looking so weird to me. Does that look even? I just don't look like myself. I don't look like myself. Okay, maybe it'll come together. Is it time for eyebrows yet? Lip gloss. I forgot to grab a lip gloss, so we're just going to go straight to eyebrows, and I will come back to that. Or do I do the gloss now so it doesn't look so distracting? Let me grab a gloss. Okay, I'm using the Kosa Sweat Oil Lip thing. I really like this. It's wet oil, wet. It just looks like this. Really like this. He like did this kind of thing. I don't really know what this did, or if it, I don't know. I guess it got the gloss all the way out to the lips, but her lips look humongous in that video. But I'm sure it's because he did the lip contour correctly, which of course I did not. But we're working with what we got here, so there you go. Looks fine, and I really like this gloss a lot. So let's go to eyebrows. He only used powder for the eyebrows, which is not my preference. I really like a pencil and then powder and then gel. But he only used powder. It looked really soft though, really nice compared to the rest of the face and how much makeup she had on. He did not do really heavy eyebrows. Just because I feel when I only do the powder, the gel comes in and kind of like erases it. But this is the It Cosmetics Universal Taupe, or what is it called? Brow powder. The shade's Universal Taupe either way. I don't know. I just feel like I don't have a good guide when I'm doing just powder eyebrows, because I feel like I need that pencil to kind of do the shape for me. We're almost done, believe it or not. Oh, okay. You know what? They're fine. And that was actually really fast. Okay. Next step is the eyeshadow. And he used one eyeshadow on her, or like three. By the end of it, it was 3 eyeshadows. but he did one for most of everything. And it was kind of like a burgundy red shade. Let me swatch a few of these to see if one of these will be the best. This is the Maybelline Burgundy Bar eyeshadow palette. This is one of my favorites. I love it so much. I don't talk about it a whole lot anymore because I don't know if they still sell it or not, but I love it. I use it regularly. I'm going to use this one up here, this shade. And I didn't notice if he did primer or not, but something he did, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it the way he did it because I can't make my hand make the brush make that shape. But he like did this like exact thing right here, and it was like a half moon thing. And then he did like a tiny bit of shimmer on the lid. The eyes are really, they looked super, super glammed up, but they were not a lot of eyeshadows on it. I don't know if I'm doing it right. I feel like I can't make my hand make that shape. And we all have different eye shapes, and my brow bone is just super prominent right here, and all right, I'm going to keep blending this out, and I'm going to put a little on the lower lash line, and I will join you back here in just a second. Okay, I'm going to put a little more lip gloss on. The lips are really bothering me because I feel like I could just see this like brown, like the line I made with the contour. So I blended it out a little bit more just now, and I just can't do that part. It's not working for me. Plus, I don't know if I had the right shade to use there. It's fine. I'm going to do a little bit of the eyeshadow on the lower lash line because I think he did that. I really need to blend out this concealer under my eyes. It's looking a little creasy. Not too bad though, but still kind of just too heavy for me. I don't know if he did eyeliner in the lower lash line. I want to say no. Or I didn't see it, or they skipped over it, but I didn't see him put eyeliner in her lower lash line. Unless I just missed it. So it was a little bit like this. I'm just going to blend it with my finger. Because he did go in with like another brush and kind of put it on, but I don't know. I feel like I need eyeliner. Like it just, because my eyes are red and the eyeshadow's red, I just don't think it looks right. I'm going to put some eyeliner in the lower lash line, and then, I don't know if this eyeshadow, I feel like it was a little darker. Let me go in with a darker shade and see if that works a little bit better. I just don't like, I don't know, it just doesn't look right. With how much makeup's on the rest of the face, and then the eyes are like bare. Okay. I feel like I need some eye drops. Eyes looking red. Alright, that's a little better. Just something a little darker. I am going to do some lower lash line eyeliner, and then I'll join you here for mascara, and I think that's kind of it. Okay, I did put a little more powder in the eyebrows because I want them a little darker. And then I'm just going to do mascara, and then we're going to wrap it up. This is the Tarte Surfer Curl Mascara. I think this is wonderful. It's not getting the best reviews. I don't know why. I think it's fantastic. But I also love the L'Oreal Bambi Eye Mascara, and no one else seems to like it. And I think it's one of the best I've ever used. So we're going to do some lower lashes. I'm going to try to pump them up quite a bit since I'm not doing false lashes. And he said something called, he said he was back combing the eyelashes, and I thought that was kind of weird. I'm probably not gonna be able to do that because he's like holding up her eye and like literally back combing on the lashes. Well, I could try it, I guess. Oh, that's weird. That just feels wrong. Or did it do something amazing? I don't know. I just love this mascara. I think it's so good. Oh, of course, touched my face right there. All right. All right, other side. Back combing. Okay, I'm gonna do this off camera. All right, that's it. Let's wrap it up. What do I think of this? I think it looks surprisingly nice. I'm actually shocked at how much I don't hate the way this came out. It was a lot of steps. I'm actually kind of shocked at how much I don't hate the concealer under the eyes. I know it's not going to wear that nicely throughout the day though, as I just make facial expressions and laugh and smile. Right now, I think it looks really, really nice. The blush, the highlight, the bronzer, the cream stuff, I'm obviously like, I look very, very tan. Um, but I don't hate it. I don't think it came out bad. I liked the technique of doing concealer, cream bronzer, and then blending it with the foundation. I thought that was kind of, I don't know what's the word, awesome. I think it worked really, really nicely. Not a fan of the lip thing. Obviously, I'm just not good at that kind of thing. I don't know why. I just feel like my lips just look brown around the sides, but I don't know. I don't hate this. I'm actually shocked at how much I don't hate this. I'm interested to see how it's going to wear throughout the day. I think in a comment, maybe in a pinned comment, I'll mention how it wears throughout the day when this video goes up. And yeah, that's it.